going to make a lot of bets. We know that the vast majority are going to go to zero, but we want some of them to be the next Canva or the next Dropbox or these, these huge companies that generally go off to list on the NASDAQ is usually the way, the grand plans. They're probably acquired along the way, a lot of them, but they need to be big. They need to be scalable. So the challenge that I saw when I was at Amazon was speaking to these founders was one of two things. Either their business would never be that big, even though it was a scalable technology business. It was usually selling to companies around the world. It's just like, it's not going to be that big. Or that the founders were like, I'm not willing, because when you take venture capital, you got to go fast. We call it the rockets, and this is what we call tractors. So VCs, they fuel up the rockets, they're rocket fuel, right? And rockets are very exciting. They've got a really hard job. They're really hard to land, and they blow up pretty often, right? Like that's the definition of a rocket, right? So if you're going to take the VC money, that's rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is for big missions trying to land on the moon or go to Mars. My analogy was, we'll let the VCs do the rockets, and we're going to do the tractors. The tractors are more consistent and reliable. They create really important, functionality for their users, but they're probably not as exciting as the next Canva or whatever, right? They're just sort of going about their business and helping their customers do better work. So the challenge with some of these founders was, we'd love to bring more capital into our business so we can grow faster, but I don't think I'm ever going to go as fast as a rocket. In fact, I don't want to build a rocket. I'm really happy to be a nice, consistent tractor. I'm happy with 50 or 100% year-on-year growth, not 2 or 3 or 400% year-on-year growth.